Hey guys, welcome to this video on the full moon in Scorpio. I'm Cassandra, the Saffron Sage, helping you use astrology to evolve. And today we're talking about this full moon in Scorpio that is happening Monday. This is happening Monday, and it's really powerful, really potent, really important. So it's good to know about this. It's really good to know what to do and know what to expect. So let's just get right into it. If you guys like these lives, normally I do this in my Facebook group. If you guys like this, let me know and I can do more videos like this. So for the full moon in Scorpio on Monday, one of the things that makes this full moon very powerful is that the ruler of Scorpio, Pluto, Pluto rules Scorpio in modern astrology. In traditional astrology, it was Mars, because back before Pluto was discovered, that was the ruler of Aries and Scorpio. So that all being said, Pluto is stationed and ready to go retrograde. So that means its energy is more potent. And so having this full moon in a sign where the ruling planet, is about to go retrograde just brings it up even further. And what does the Scorpio full moon do? Every full moon in astrology is a culmination, okay? It's the end of a 6-month cycle where the new moon started. So 6 months ago, we had a new moon in Scorpio. Every single sign in the zodiac has a full and a new moon every year, one each, right? So we have one every 2 weeks. So what is up with this full moon is that it's even more potent, it's even more powerful. There's even more of a transformational aspect here. And the reason is because, Scorpio represents transformation. Full moons represent things being released. Okay, not every full moon is going to be some powerful emotional purging type of release, but this one, I would guess, would be because of the powerful nature of Scorpio. So let's just talk for a minute about what is Scorpio energy. Comment below if you know what Scorpio energy is. Let us know what it means to you. To me, this energy is about digging deep, unearthing things, getting to the bottom of things, really understanding, drilling down, and getting to the answer to the question why. Why do we feel this way? Why aren't we satisfied? Why does this pattern keep coming up over and over, even though we don't think it's because of anything we're actively doing to create it? Why can't I make more money? Depending on where this is in your astrology chart. Why am I stuck on this old story that I have? Why can't I look like that person? Why can't I have this kind of job? Why haven't things changed in the way in my life that I want them to? Any and all of these questions could be coming up during this full moon, and it's going to hit you the most in the area of life where you have 7 degrees of Scorpio in your astrology, your natal chart. Okay, so if for you that's in the 10th house, it's going to be what isn't working in your career. If for you it is in the 4th house, what isn't working for you at home, etc., etc. So that, first of all, just know that this full moon can bring powerful transformations. And remember, you guys, that a lot of times we don't always have to be trying to access these energies. If something aspects your natal chart in a powerful way, you don't really have to try. I know a lot of people talk about manifesting with the moon, and that's nice, but really the moon is going to manifest for you. The lunar cycles and how they affect your natal chart, they're going to cause those changes. And this is why one reason why astrology readings are so wonderful is because an astrologer can just look at one of the things I do for my clients is I can look at the upcoming schedule of full and new moons, and I can tell the person this one's going to affect you the most because of where it hits in your chart. Oh my gosh, Tailored to You Coaching says this moon is on my ascendant. That's crazy. Okay, yeah, that's going to be a powerful new beginning for you. Even though it's a full moon, still, you probably are feeling it already or soon, like the need to change your identity. That's definitely an identity shift. Anytime you have a full or new moon on your ascendant, that means you guys, it's close, not just in the same sign, right? Because a lot of Scorpio risings, if you're a late degree Scorpio rising, say it's 22 degrees, that's not going to be as powerful even as if someone has their ascendant between 4 and 10 degrees of Scorpio, for this one in particular. Okay, so that being said, the other very interesting thing about this full moon is that Uranus is opposing it, okay, within 3 degrees, because the moon is at 7 degrees. That means the sun will be at 7 degrees. They're always the same degree on the full and new moon. And then we have Uranus there, the change maker, the sudden changes, lightning bolt genius ideas. And it's right there with the sun saying, let's go, let's do this. So what I feel for this is that we're going to want to change. We're going to see what isn't working. We're going to want to make it work. We're going to want to find solutions. And with Uranus, the erratic, you never know what's going to happen. Shake up, break up, all these kind of things are Uranus. Electricity, sudden changes, sudden ideas, sudden epiphanies, spiritual awakenings, all that's Uranus energy. I feel this full moon, whatever we see we want to change, we can just bam, go do it. And I don't mean like skip doing the work. I just mean we can implement the changes quickly. If we notice a pattern of behavior that we don't like, that we see is getting in our way, the path to change, once we decide we're willing, the path to change is so much faster now than it ever has been before. Let's see, in a few weeks when I get everything together, I'd love to interview you. Oh my God, yes! I would love to do that so much. That's all I want to do right now is talk about astrology on people's YouTube channels. So yes, 100%. We should message later about that, totally. So going back to this full moon, the transformation, purging, digging deep, I think of the Scorpion, guys. Scorpions get a bad rap because of the stinger, but what most people don't talk about is digging deep. The Scorpion burrows. It hides in the dark, right? It goes under the little rocks and hides under there. And so this full moon is going to be about us finding what's hiding underneath, whether it be a fear that we're too afraid to step out there, how we self-sabotage, that might be revealed to us. And none of this feels bad to me. I think some people think of Scorpio energy and it scares them, or they think it's dark, and it is. It is, but the idea, this is why Scorpios make such powerful healers, is because they face the darkness and they allow and accept the darkness within themselves, which allows them to accept and just by accepting that, be this powerful healing presence for others. Because there is something amazing when someone can just let you be who you are. And I can just think of so many traumatic and challenging experiences people have in life, and their friends can't help them. Their friends try to fix them. They try to tell them it's their fault, right? They'll try to blame the victim. But someone with very strong Scorpio energy can just be with a person and really has this reverence and has this ability to handle the transformational aspect of life. Lots of emotional healing energy. We all need transform and purge. Yes. Time to get real, people. Yes, yes, yes. So another thing about Scorpio, when someone has a lot of Scorpio energy in their natal chart, they actually need these tough transformational experiences. Now, I'm not saying it's easier for them, or they should have that, or they deserve that, or anything like that. But when someone has a lot of Scorpio energy, they need that transformation, okay? They need the difficult thing to happen so they can rise like a phoenix from it. There is something about either traumatic experiences or deep transformational experiences for people with Scorpio energy. It's like they use it as fuel to transform. I'm not saying it's good that bad things happen to people. I'm not saying that anyone deserves worse things than anyone else. I'm just saying when someone has Scorpio energy and they are faced with challenging things, they can it can become fuel for them at some point. And oftentimes people with really a lot of Scorpio placements or challenging Scorpio placements will have some kind of abuse or some kind of something hard they have to overcome. And by overcoming that thing, they can be energized. Like I said, like the phoenix from the ashes. Taylor to Coaching says, very true and definitely not easy. I was sick with valley fever for 7 years. Oh my gosh. I'm feeling much better. Hashtag medical astrology. Wow. That sounds horrible. And definitely, I don't ever want to use astrology or spirituality to make light of people's challenges or make them seem like, oh, it's okay. It's just karma. Because I think we need to do better than that. I think we can all go a little deeper than that. Okay, so back to the full moon. Another aspect here we have that isn't huge, but it affects things is the moon will be sextile Vesta. So Vesta is an asteroid. It's technically a dwarf planet, but in astrology, we call it an asteroid. And this aspect is the instinctive ability to focus, and it's in Virgo. So Virgo is all about service, right? It's all about Virgo is like the humble servant that shows up to help others, doesn't need credit or glory, and really needs a reason to be, a problem to solve. A Virgo person needs a problem to solve. So when we have Vesta and Virgo aspecting the moon during this full moon, I think what's happening here, especially, for those of you following me, like you're here for a reason. We're all here for a reason. And this is a time where we are going to get, it's like we're going to get the challenges we need to keep going. We're going to get the release we need as long as we put the mission first, put being of service first. And Virgo stellium. Yeah. Virgo is a beautiful energy. And at the same time, if you take away a Virgo person's usefulness, they're just going to go do something else where they're useful. And so this is about us finding within ourselves the problems in our own life, whether it's the emotional stuff we've stored in our body, whether it's just certain patterns of behavior we need to change, whether it's something else, whether it's even something like just how you're eating or how your daily schedule is. Some of us are just maybe a little bit bored and we need something to shake it up to get us moving again. I think with the current energy of the world that there's been, for some people, the effect it's had is like we can't see where we're going to be useful, or we're not as connected, some of us, to who we're serving or what problem we're solving. So this is a reminder to connect with what problem you want to solve or how you want to help the world, even if you don't know exactly what that is, because I know how that feels when you're like, but I don't know how I'm going to help people. You don't have to know. You don't have to know how. You just have to decide, be willing to be in the process of helping people, be on the journey toward it. And this is one of those times, I believe, with this conjunction that happened in December between Jupiter and Saturn in Aquarius. I believe this is a time where the more we step up and be of service to others, the more that we really step into the collective good, which is what Aquarius is about in our own evolution. We can't just sit around at home reading our spiritual books, meditating anymore. We have to be using what we have and what we know in a way that is trying to help someone. If we're going to be really being spiritual, that is my opinion, based on the astrology and how I interpret the astrology. We also have a relaxed trine between Mars and Cancer during this full moon. So to me, again, it feels like we can take action. And I feel that this full moon, so like, it's like we're just clearing stuff out of the way. If you want to clean right now, clean. If you want to get rid of stuff, get rid of stuff. We're clearing out the old so that we can evolve. And Uranus is right there opposing this full moon, saying as soon as you're ready, boom, boom, I'm going to activate you. But we have to do the thing first to show we're ready to be activated. We have to let go of the thing so we have this energetic space to go on our mission. And that's really where it is for the Scorpio full moon. That is everything I have. Pluto will retrograde the following day, so this just makes it even more potent. Pluto retrograde in itself is not a big deal. So don't get all freaked out. Pluto's going retrograde. No, it's not a big deal, guys. Pluto goes retrograde 5 months every single year. And honestly, I think, this is just my opinion, if it didn't, it would be too hard. It'd be too hard to have the planet of transformation direct all the time. We need a break sometimes. And so what will happen when Pluto's retrograde for this 5 months is we have a chance to go within, and our transformation will be inside instead of outside. It doesn't mean you can't change the way you look or something. It just means a little bit more internal focus of that energy. Retrogrades aren't bad. We can't always be in masculine energy all the time. We can't always be moving forward full speed. We need moments to drop into the feminine and allow. So that is it. Just a recap. Scorpio energy represents going beneath the surface, digging up anything we haven't addressed, and a crisis that leads to rebirth. Not everyone under this full moon is going to have a crazy full-on crisis. However, if something does come up that is not desired, that you know, requires change, just know that's that full moon working on you. And know that Uranus opposing it is right there, just ready for us to step into our evolution. So that is what I have for you for this full moon. And comment below if you like this video. If I get enough comments, I'll do more of these kind of live videos. And you can book a private reading. So it's thesaffronsage.com. I do private readings for astrology. And I will see you guys in the next video.